you guys ever heard of Mount Vottovaara in North Russia, better known as Death Mountain?
Death Mountain?
This is probably one of the craziest connections, connecting a lot of stuff that we've talked about on the podcast.
Okay.
Fired up. Let's
Where's
go.
Death Mountain at?
It's in North Russia, right next to Finland.
Of course it is.
And it's a very ancient, tall mountain, like one of the tallest mountains in the region. But the trees on top of this mountain, they hit a certain height and growth, and literally the tops of them grew twisted towards the ground.
Weird.
Like something is like a force field or something. But there's no animals that live on this mountain, and the lake that surrounds it is uninhabited, meaning no fish, no wildlife whatsoever.
So there's something in the air or something, right?
Well, it's been a very spiritual place for thousands and thousands of years. So the ancient tribesmen, the Sami, I believe. Yeah, Sami, the Sami tribes.
Yeah.
They have all this folklore of this mountain, and that it is multiple things to them. They say that it's actually a place where these giants used to live,
Of course.
and that it is the tallest mountain to where there's this giant flood that happened on the earth. And these evil giants, who they say came from the fallen gods, went to this mountain. Some of them went to this mountain to escape the flood. Some of them went into the earth, like in cave systems. But they believe that there's the spirits of these evil giants still roam on this mountain today. And there's just a lot. It's like one of the most unstudied regions of Earth.
Really?
There's no road access to it. So you literally have to hike back to go visit this mountain.
Yeah.
There are 16,000 of these giant boulders, like megalithic boulders, that are bouncing on smaller rocks. But these shamans and stuff, they believe that these boulders were placed by the giants, and they act as a portal to another realm, the spiritual realm, they say. So they say that these giants are actually very hard to kill because they could go to these portals and escape into the spiritual realm.
Dude, is that what Bigfoot is? Just a hairy giant?
Dude, it makes you think. I mean, because they talk about they were like these giant, grotesque, hairy beings. They said that they're evil. They would eat men. They believe that these spiritual beings they said that they were cast down to earth because they made the good gods upset, and that they were, the one quote says that they were thrown to the earth like lightning. And
Good thing this isn't no parallels for what we've ever talked about.
Right?
It's kind of crazy.
These are ancient Finnish people.
Yeah.
And they had this long understanding of this mountain being a sacred place to where the fallen gods came and created these giants. And even today, they call it Death Mountain because nothing grows there. There's actually a well on this mountain that it clearly looks man-made or made by giants. It's like a perfectly square well. And no scientists have ever done study on it, so they actually don't know how deep the water goes in it.
Oh, interesting. It could literally just be the deepest thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cave system.
Ate that.
That's super
But
scary.
even today, there's a lot of weird paranormal stuff that happens. Like a lot of people that go hiking there, they'll just disappear.
Yeah.
And a lot of people report time slippage. People report seeing strange lights and hearing weird noises constantly on this mountaintop. And so there is some weird stuff happening on this mountain.
I wonder if that's near the Dyatlov Pass.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's pretty far north.
Don't ruin it for me.
But I mean, it could be
on.
just like on one of those like ley line things, you know, like to where like the energy is just, the veil is thinner there.
You lost me.
Energetic crossover points where a ton of supernatural anomaly happens, some sort of energetic connection to a different dimension
Like there's
at a fixed point.
Yeah, throughout the earth, they say there are certain points of the earth where it's just more vulnerable or more accessible.
Oh.
Yeah, so like the pyramid, there was rumors of like above like the pyramids, there was like this big electromagnetic field or something.
They refer
crazy.
to the giants as the Stallo, Stallo. It says the Stallo were monstrous dark beings who terrorized humans. Some legends say they were fallen spirits or deformed celestial beings.
Dude.
They are often deceptive tricksters luring humans into deals or battles. Some myths describe them as eating human souls or kidnapping children.
See, I wouldn't care about any of this if this wasn't like worldwide. Like every culture has its story
Of evil giants and
coming
these
from heaven,
celestial beings creating them or in some manner connected to them.
And you have all these places that supernatural or really unexplainable things seem to happen.
Yeah, but
So
you know what's funny?
weird.
You saw the picture with the boulder and stuff, with
Yeah.
the rocks. There's 16,000 of those, just
That's
like that, on
crazy.
this mountain. And scientists say, like, oh, that's because there's an iceberg there once, or a glacier, I mean. And when it melted, it just so happened, it's a crazy coincidence, strange phenomenon,
Yeah.
but they just so happen to be bouncing on these rocks.
It's people who don't
Dude.
believe in God believe in the craziest coincidences.
Yeah, ice melting. There's 16,000 boulders that are perfectly balanced on these small rocks.
Yeah.
like very blatantly balanced.
Yeah.
One is a coincidence, two is not.
16,000. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
But it's crazy
That's
though,
a
the
mistake.
concept of these ancient people believed that it was literally like, I don't think they had a word for portal, but that these beings could come in and out of this dimension on this mountaintop.
Yeah.
And the fact that these giants escaped the flood on this mountaintop and they went into the hollow earth and into cave systems.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that story is the theme of every culture on earth.
Yeah.
Like the Mayans, or not the Mayans, the Aztecs, they talk about how these giants, to escape the flood, they're the ones that first built those giant pyramids in Mexico,
Yeah.
in South America. And it's like, bro, is this the most common theme? And it's like, that's not a coincidence.
No, I mean, it can't be. Like, legitimate, like, if you just look at it, like, just in court,
Yeah.
if you were to say
Yeah.
all this stuff and you just laid out the facts, like, you'd be like, yeah, obviously there was something behind this.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen.
The giant and star people stories are as common or maybe even more common than the universal flood stories. So it's like, man, if you're going to, we say that all the time, but if you're going to hold to that, you got to believe the other.
Yeah, they also believe that some of these giants were turned into stones as punishment after the flood. When they escaped, they were turned into stone, exactly like Frozen 2, because
Yeah.
these people are also reindeer or herds people, like tribes.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, they totally based the story off of Mount Vottovaara in Frozen 2.
Death Mountain. Dude,
That's weird.
this could mean so much more than we ever realized.
Ninjas are butterflies.
Did I say ninja? I meant
The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.